consciousness. As I take a breath in, I relax my body, my shoulders, and I recognize that there's one power and presence, one infinite creative intelligence, one divine energy of love and light that fully permeates everything. All powerful, all knowing, and everywhere present equally, this power is within me, as me, being me, and the same is true for you. So relaxed and ready, I allow myself to sit in the awareness and understanding that life is unfolding in divine order. That whatever is desired, whatever I'd like to create, whatever I dream about, there is the possibility of me creating it, of becoming the very thing that I dream about, the very thing that I express. And as we acknowledge this for every person, what I know is that life is unfolding day by day, moment by moment, step by step. And as I take these steps forward, I trust the process of life. I believe in this idea of my mind creating my reality, and so I'm cautious about what I think and what I say. I live in a place of true possibility, accepting the now moment as the only point of power. Recognizing this, believing in this, I release these ideas into the law, knowing that it is done, that all is well, and I let that be the truth. And together we say, and so it is. Our land acknowledgement. We are honored to be meeting on this land that many First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people from across Turtle Island call home. We acknowledge and thank the original caretakers and knowledge keepers of this territory. We also give thanks to all other Indigenous peoples, recorded and unrecorded, who have shared responsibility for this territory. We therefore strive to be allies and take an active part in reconciliation. Recognizing our oneness and acknowledging our reality, both past and present, we commit to moving forward in a spirit of mutual cooperation, for we are one. Ha, miigwech. Well, tonight, my talk is intention to expression. Now, there's something beautiful that happens in spaces like this one. We come together, we reflect, we, feel inspired, and something within us says, yes, this is the life I want to live. That moment, that inner yes, is sacred. That's intention. But here's the truth we're exploring tonight. Intention plants the seed, but expression is what allows it to grow. Yes, because a seed held in the hand, no matter how perfect, will never become a garden. It must be planted. It must be acted upon. It must be expressed. Yeah, makes sense, right? So tonight, as we explore this, I just want you to remember that everything that you do, everything that you think or say, somehow goes out into the ethers and brings something back in kind. Yes. So, intention is powerful. It clarifies desire. Pardon me. It aligns us with possibility, and it opens the door. But intention alone is incomplete. There's a moment always when life asks, are you willing to live what you say you believe? That's a good question, right? Are you willing to live what you say you believe? Not someday, not when it's convenient, not when it feels easy, but right now. Expression is where faith becomes visible. Yeah. Wow. You have to think about that a little bit. I mean, think about a musician, for example. A musician doesn't sit around waiting for inspiration to arrive. They don't say, I'll play once I feel creative enough. No, the play and the playing creates the inspiration. They pick up the instrument, they practice, they show up. And in that act of expression, something happens. Something, a door flies open and creativity flows, confidence builds, joy emerges, joy shows up. Yeah, and it's the same for our spiritual lives as well. We don't wait to feel ready to be kind. We don't wait to feel confident to take a step. Maybe some of us do, but we want to change that. We don't wait to feel fearless to follow what calls us. Instead, we stand in courage and move forward with expression. We express, and the feeling follows. Yes. So the key insight on this is that the shift requires that inspiration is not the requirement for action, it's often the result of action. So what are you dreaming about? What are you thinking about? What's going on in your mind that you go, oh, would that ever be awesome? And if so, what are you doing about it? What is the steps you're taking or the movement you have in process as you begin to imagine this incredible new reality? So many of us are living in beautiful intention. I want to be more loving. I want to live my purpose. I want to trust life. In fact, I want to know what my purpose is. And life gently responds with, wonderful. Show me. Show me that this is it. And the thing is, where we get stuck and what stops expression is the fear of getting it wrong. Now, let me remind you that fear, false evidence appearing real. You've heard me say that before, yes? And as we take that fear and go, oh, what if, what if, what if? Why don't we change the what ifs from a negative to a positive? What if instead of allowing fear to disable and disarm us, that instead we courageously step in to the new idea? We begin to express even a little bit of what we're dreaming so that we might move forward with, kind of excitement. What else stops expression? Well, the fear of being seen. That's a big one. Some of us would rather just sit back in the corner and not rock the boat. We don't want to be judged or criticized, so we hold back. We take our big ideas and maybe we even take them to the grave. But a big idea that's never expressed is nothing. It's just oxygen or air taking up space. It is nothingness. So that fear of getting it wrong or that fear of being seen, we have to step beyond those things and begin to treat about courage, strength, our own power and presence that allows us to be what it is that we say we are. So we're being called to express. What about waiting for certainty? Right? We do that too, don't we? Wait for certainty. Like once certainty shows up and I know everything's laid out perfectly, then I'll take a step. Are we ever absolutely certain? We get an idea and we want to run with it, but we're waiting. Do, 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 do. Clock is ticking. Do, 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 do. Or maybe we're waiting for perfect clarity. Probably most of us have done at least one of these things. But when we get an idea, when something pops up intuitively and creatively for us and we ignore it, but what we're truly doing is ignoring life. we're putting life on pause. We can't accomplish anything. And we might tell ourselves, I'm not ready. I need more time. I'll start when I feel more confident. But here's the paradox. Confidence doesn't come before expression. It comes because of it. It comes because of it. So we're looking at our life and our big, bodacious dreams, and we're sitting on them like a soft cushion, eating bonbons and wasting away. See, we're here for a time, and none of us know how long that is. So we're here for a time. What are we doing with the time that we're here? We're on this planet. We've been created unique and special like everybody else. And we have this gift to bring that is essential to the unfolding of the universe today. And we're sitting on it because I'm not ready. I need more time. I'll start when I feel confident. Anybody here ever do any of those? Probably all of us at some point in time or another. But confidence doesn't come before expression. It comes because of it. So there's something within you, call it spirit or life, intelligence, and it's always seeking expression through you. See, we are a conduit of the infinite. And this conduit allows energy to flow in both directions. It doesn't hesitate, it doesn't doubt, it doesn't delay, it simply moves. And when we align with it, we begin to feel that same movement. Are you ready? Are you ready to feel that movement? Are you ready to step into a grander expression of your true self? Are you ready to take life by the horns and go, hey, I'm going here. I'm going to live. What is the dream that you've been sitting on? What is the thing that gets you really fired up and you can talk about it and then you put it in a drawer? And you forget about it for a day or two, and then you're talking to somebody and they mention something and all of a sudden you're all fired up again. You're going, oh, I got this great idea. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I've done that. I've got this great idea. I should do this. Instead of saying, I should do this, it might be better to just simply do it. Take a step forward. Breathe in that uncertainty and pass it out, going, no, not now. Let me live this expression. Let me step into this bigger idea and allow it to move. Let me be seen. I'm willing to stand up and look at the world and say, hey, here I am, folks. But so often, the fear of ridicule, criticism, judgment stops us. Or the fear of, what if I fail? Or what if I succeed? How will that change my life? And sometimes we're not quite ready for those changes. So what are we going to do? This is the day. This is the moment to make a decision. To make a decision to participate in your life or not. To take your big dream off the shelf, give it a good dusting, and then do one thing towards its manifestation. Think about what's calling you. You're not being called by, some weird ego aspect of your being. You're being called by spirit. You're being inspired to do something remarkable. And if you resist it, It will get done, probably in a little different way, but by someone else reaping the reward. And maybe you think the idea is silly or stupid and won't go anywhere. Well, but maybe it will. I do recall a pet rock that became quite successful. A rock in a box, go figure. Somebody's brilliant idea. They had the intention of putting a rock in a box and calling it a pet. Why did it succeed? Because they put it into expression. They put the rock in the box and put it on the market. And darn if it didn't sell. Yeah. People were buying pet rocks as birthday presents and retirement presents and Christmas presents and I'm sure Hanukkah presents and whatever else. People were buying these silly rocks in a box because it was funny. Not because it was brilliant, life-changing, but for whoever created it, it certainly was life-changing. They became a millionaire over it. What idea do you have? What inspiration is inside of you that you've been sitting on or waiting for? And what if today you took a deep breath in and went, I got this. And you stepped forward even one step, even one step forward. You did one thing to express that big dream. Because when you take one step, the second step becomes easier. And then the third and the fourth. And moment by moment, all of a sudden, there's like this snowball effect where what you've been dreaming about becomes a reality. It goes from imagination to manifestation. Not because you sat on the fence, but because you got off. And you took one step. Because that's how it starts. See, that first step kind of breaks through the initial fear. And then the second step goes, well, yeah, I'm still here. I'm okay. And then the third step follows that. And it starts to get easier and easier as we go along because the law is exact. It says yes. It says yes to whatever it is that we believe to be true. If we believe that this idea of ours is great, that we want it out there in the world, it says yes. The only person saying no, the only thing saying no, is us. The law is a principle, and that principle is exact. And it exactly represents the ideas held in mind. What we believe becomes our reality. And we know the law is working. We know the law is working because we just proved it. I think I'm an idiot and the world thinks I'm an idiot. Ta-da! I manifested that perfect idea. I look at my life and I think, oh man, nothing ever works out for me. Ta-da! Nothing's working out. The principle is exact. The law is exact. It can only give me what I believe I am or what I believe I deserve. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So tell me, what is it that you believe about your life or your journey or your path? And are you ready to sink your teeth into some great, big, bodacious, exciting possibility? Yeah? Because if you start to express your true nature honestly and with full energy and passion and purpose, or even a little bit of it to start with, as you begin to do that, the universe, of course, is rushing in quickly saying yes, 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 and moves you forward. Not someday, but now. Not if and when, now. Because now is the only point of power. Now is the only moment in time that exists. So tell me, what are you doing with your moments, your dreams, your passion? Is it sitting on a shelf somewhere ready to be dusted? Or have you given it to the world? Simply a choice. Let's go into meditation. The meditation today is just a brief moment where we can just take a breath in and reflect. So if you're comfortable, close your eyes, breathe with me. One more time. And I want to invite you to gently reflect, what is one intention I've been holding that has not yet been expressed? What is one intention I'm holding that has not yet been expressed? Ask yourself that question. Not 10 things, one. I mean, maybe it's a conversation, a creative idea, a boundary, a step towards something meaningful. Just notice it without judgment. Taking a deep breath in. One more time. And opening your eyes when you feel ready. Expression is not about perfection, it's about commitment. It's saying, I'm willing to begin, even if I don't have it all figured out. How beautiful is that? Yeah. I invite you to begin. And now I'll turn it over to Kathy. Thank you.
This month, we've been exploring awakening into possibility, that sacred space where new ideas, new visions, and new ways of being begin to stir within us. And tonight, Barbara was focusing on moving from intention to expression. She just explained that intention's powerful. It's where everything begins. But intention alone is like a seed kept in a drawer. It holds potential, but it isn't yet alive in the world. Expression is what brings that seed into the light. Expression is action. It's participation. It's saying yes with our lives. One of the most tangible ways we move from intention into expression is through our giving. When we give, we are expressing trust. Trust in the flow of life, trust in abundance, and trust in the impact of what we're building together here at Universal Joy Center. Our giving says, I believe in this. I'm part of this. I choose to help. That's where our Joy Partners monthly giving program comes in. Joy Partners are 6 individuals who have taken a beautiful step beyond one-time intention into ongoing expression. They've said, I want to continuously support this spiritual home. I want to be part of its stability, its growth, and its future. And we're looking to grow those 6 partners into 20 partners. Monthly giving creates a strong, reliable foundation for our center. It allows us to plan, to expand, to continue offering the teachings, community, and spiritual support that uplifts so many lives. Quite simply, Joy Partners helps keep us online and the vision moving forward. And there's something else. When you become a Joy Partner, you're not just supporting the center, you're actually strengthening your own practice of circulation. You're affirming that good flows through you regularly and intentionally. So if you've been holding the intention to give more deeply, to engage more fully, or to support this community in a meaningful way, this could be your moment to move that intention into expression. Tonight, whether you give a one-time gift or choose to become a Joy Partner, know that your offering matters to us. It is seen, it is valued, and it is part of something larger than any one of us. And I want to thank you. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your presence. And thank you for your willingness to say yes to possibility. And now I ask that you please repeat this offering blessing after me. Universal intelligence, I bless this gift and the love with which it is given. It flows out in service and returns multiplied in my life. And so it is. And the ways you can give are, you can do an e-transfer through to admin@ujoyc.ca, or you can go to our website at ujoyc.ca and you can click donate on our website. You can mail a check to Universal Joy Center at And now I just want to let you know that we have many opportunities for you to join us. As I mentioned, our theme this month is Awakening into Possibility. And be sure to join us each week as we take a deeper dive into the topic. All classes and events and general information can be found on our website at ujoyc.ca, plus the link to our Wednesday gathering. For those who are watching on Facebook or YouTube, thank you for joining us this evening, and please like, share, and subscribe. Also, join us in the Zoom room now if you would like to ask questions, meet other members, or simply just enjoy some conversation. The link is in the chat. And now Barbara will give us a closing treatment.
Thanks, Kathy. Let us join together in consciousness as we close this service tonight. There's one power, one presence, one infinite creative intelligence, one divine energy of love and light that permeates all life, all space, everywhere. This now moment is a moment of power and possibility. It is a place of creativity. It is the intelligence and wisdom of the universe fully manifest in and through each one of us. We have been blessed this evening with a message and blessed with the giving that each has given. And we know that moving forward, life continues to unfold in positive, productive, and beautiful ways. Our journey truly is an expression through a divine awareness. With that in mind, and with the joy of life coursing through our veins, let us begin in a confident state of, yes, I am willing. Yes, I am ready. Yes to my big divine idea. This is the moment. So with grace and gratitude filled with love and light, I release these ideas to the law of mind. It is done. And together we say, and so it is. And now we'll go into our little